the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden. And please welcome the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
President Biden, while black unemployment dropped to a record low.
The idea that they're going to, I'm proposing that.
If it's a fair and legal,
President Trump in his last term.
There's nothing I'd rather do. It would be much easier for me to do that. We have the greatest economy in the history of our country. We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. I was recently in France for D-Day, and I spoke all about those heroes that died. I went to the World War II cemetery, World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his four-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. We have 1,000 trillionaires in America. I mean, billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes.
It should have never happened. I will have that war settled between Putin and Zelensky as president-elect before I take office on January 20th. I'll have that war settled. People being killed so needlessly, so stupidly, and I will get it settled, and I'll get it settled fast before I take office.
They've raised $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. I mean, billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24% or 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
Take that house! Take it now!
The fraud and everything else was ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week.
President Trump, for a follow-up question I have. Spouses, brothers and sisters, it's just ridiculous. And we can do nothing about it. With the vaccine, and did a very good job, just a very good job.
August of today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect